Guys, welcome back to Full Time Reds on this Tuesday afternoon. I've actually just recorded a show, looked back at it, and realized all the audio is out of sync. So I've got to do it all again. So, yes, I'm back again on this Tuesday afternoon with some more info on United transfers. If you've not subscribed, please do so. It means a lot to me. And thank you for everybody that tuned in yesterday. Helped us get over 100 views. Means so much to me. Right, in today's show, we're going to cover the Fofana news, Ugarte, Rabiot, Burge, I think is how you say it, from Burnley, Sancho, Hannibal Mejri, and also what else is going on in the market. So, guys, thank you so much. Let's get straight into this. So, firstly, the Fofana rumors have been circulating all summer really because he was going to AC Milan, but for weeks he's not signed for AC Milan. He's got a release clause of about 30 mil, and now and then you'd hear United are in for him, but nobody credible had been reporting it. But this morning and afternoon, credible sources are saying United are now interested in him. I think this is a very positive move by Manchester United because it gives us a good option in midfield. He's not a six, out and out six. He's more of a box to box type player, and I feel he is somebody that will replace McTominay, and he's got more to his game than McTominay. Whereas McTominay was useful for being physical, getting in the box and trying to score goals. Really, we want to evolve from that, and especially with our front line, we shouldn't just be relying on McTominay with 10 minutes to go to come and get some goals. We should be able to dictate play. The front three, four should be able to chip in with more goals. So really, McTominay would not be needed as much. And I think we'll need a midfielder, somebody with that's more of a powerhouse, somebody that can offer us something different in midfield, which he does, and he does it really, really well. I think also um, he is somebody that plays for France, and he wouldn't be playing for France if you were not very good. And it just like I said, it's a positive move in the transfer window. Laurie Whitwell this morning was reporting that United are in the market for another midfielder, and if we can sell a midfielder, we could potentially end up with two. And I think our cheaper option in the market would be Burge, if I've said that correctly, from Burnley. And if we can't sell McTominay, I think our ideal two signings would be Ugarte and Fofana. And if Fofana falls through, Rabiot. And if we don't have any money, we'll end up with Burge from Burnley. I think regarding Ugarte, George Mendes is in London already today. I think he is here for the João Felix deal and the Ugarte deals. And when George Mendes is in town, that means business will happen. He is somebody that's very well respected by players and managers and clubs and CEOs. Fergie spoke very highly of him as one of the few agents you like to do dealings with. As you can see, he represents all the top players. He's involved in all the deals, and he is somebody that, if he's in town, looks like he'll be trying to get something done. Because Ugarte this morning was left out of training for PSG, and that shows that they don't really want him. They've already replaced him with the lad from Benfica, and I think the key will be what PSG want. At the moment, they are saying 70, 60 million euro. Realistically, they're not going to get that for a player they've not even played. And I think a deal will happen this week or next week. I think an interesting thing to keep your eye on would be Jadon Sancho, because I feel Jadon Sancho is somebody who is going to end up leaving. Reason being, there's no space for him in the squad, or there's not enough games. There's not enough space to give him regular games. If you look at the right hand side, we've got Ahmad, who has nailed down the place. You've then got Garnacho, who can also play left as well. And then you've got Anthony. And on the left side, you've got Rashford and Garnacho. And up top, you've got Xerxes and Rasmus. And at 10, you have Fernandez and Mason Mount. So I don't see how you can bring in Sancho and give him a run of games. It's best if he leaves. It's not worked out for him. He's not physically made for the Premier League. France would be ideal for him. I think if we could get 40 for him and 40 for Ugarte, and we could do a straight swap, that would be perfect. With the separate deals, it doesn't really matter. But he's not fit, and I think I would keep an eye on them two deals very, very closely. Even if we got a loan for Ugarte with an option to buy, that would be good. With an obligation, okay. And what we don't want to be doing is um, paying for a player we don't want. So we need to just make sure we do want Ugarte, which I think we do, and then get that deal over the line. Rabiot is another interesting one that's floating around in the background. He's been a free transfer all summer. Nobody's really looked at him or gone had serious conversations with him, and I think that was because of how much he wanted in transfer in wages, and I think he has now lowered that, so he is now an option, and United are looking at him. I would be very very happy if we ended up with Ugarte and Fofana or Rabiot, and in the worst case scenario, we end up with Burge from Burnley. But I think that would give us a 7 to 8, 10 out of window, and then we can assess it going into January and next summer on what's needed, what's not. Left back wise, I think Shaw is potentially injured again. I don't want to go into Shaw anymore. I've done enough videos on how this guy is basically not fit to be a Manchester United player, and I don't know how he's lasted this long. But anyway, hopefully we can get the left side sorted as well. But we've got enough in there with Dallo and Mazarawi who can play both sides. Regarding Mazarawi and Delay, I saw this morning that they were in training, so I think we're just waiting on transfers to be announced. And Wan Bissaka has been announced at West Ham. We wish him all the best. One of the best one-on-one defenders we ever saw. Had great 2 cup finals with us. Wish him nothing but the best and hopes he does really well at West Ham. Hannibal Mejri has also handed in a transfer request, and I've seen a lot of people online saying that, well, he can leave anyway. Why does he need to hand in a transfer request? I think this is to do with the fee. If he doesn't hand in a transfer request and a club come in and bid for him, United have to pay him to leave. But if he hands in a transfer request and a club bid and he's about to leave, he is then United don't have to pay him anything, and I think that's why he's done that. Again, if we can get a deal similar to Kamwala, where we've got an option to buy him or an option with a sell-on clause, buy him back or a sell-on clause, I think that would work really, really well for us. We've got another 10, 15 days in the window. Like I said yesterday, I think I think we'll end up with another 2 signings, is in what my opinion. You're starting to see other clubs panic in the market will have a domino effect. You've seen clubs struggle to do deals. Zubamendi yesterday, Liverpool fans. I was watching a lot of the coverage on this yesterday on Liverpool fans, seeing how they are reacting, and they are like in crisis mode. They've not signed anyone, and it's reminding me of David Moyes when he came in. And they are now in a position, and I think a lot of clubs right now, even Everton, Everton are looking at McTominay, so you're going to start seeing a lot more activity pick up towards the end of the window. I will be back with a new show as soon as we have some more breaking news or something that I feel that's going to be covered. Please do subscribe. Please do get involved. And hopefully this video will not go out of sync.